Hi.
Hi. What's happening up there?
I was looking at your friend, your buddy,
Oh yeah?
over here. He looks like
Oh,
he's either really excited or on one too many drugs. Look at that.
who's that?
He's on the drugs.
Not part of this production, I hope
I would hope not. You don't want him to be like Sanford.
not. Who's trying to be like Santa?
Him? That guy?
Oh, that guy?
Yeah. He's
Yeah,
trying to be like
Eddie.
Sanford. Eddie? He does look like an
Eddie.
Eddie.
He said he's coming by today.
Yeah.
Said,
Well, you
pick
know,
him up off the streets.
he just needs to keep his clothes on and everything will be fine. The allergies are really bad. It's
So
bad. So if I sound froggy or something,
The allergies are deadly out
allergies.
here. Oh my god. What happened?
They're coming to get us.
I went from an old man wallet to
Mm-hmm.
a skinny wallet.
What do you got there? Okay, let's see. Are you
I'm
gonna
gonna
show
lose
it?
this fucking thing so quick.
Are you gonna show it? Okay,
I don't
let's
know
see.
what it is. It's like a fucking thing. Look, I'm gonna lose
Okay.
that fucking shit so quick. I can see it already.
Yeah.
So what's happening? What's in the haps? What you doing on this side of the neighborhood? You know, out here in this pile.
Stalking people. Making pastries out of pollen. There is so much pollen out there. It's bad. You see it all over the side of the roads. It's all over your car. Yeah, I'm literally making pastries out of pollen. It's bad. Yeah, it's
Disgusting.
time to, yeah.
Just absolutely disgusting.
Well, you know, the bees like it, so, you know, calm down. Calm down a bit. The bees like it, they appreciate it. We have to save the bees.
I'm still hurting.
Yeah, gosh.
Man.
You just get fucked up all the
Get it
time.
over with already.
Yeah, you get fucked up all the time. It's bad. At least
You
you're not.
got those master beats going on, brother.
At least you're not like Sanford. He left PetSmart to start a podcast, and now he wants to be a performer.
He's got the master
really bad.
beats going on, brother. In the lab, you know.
The Master
I heard
Beats.
that.
He's too much.
So what's the deal? What?
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean, what am I doing? I'm here with you. I'm here with you, obviously. I have a question.
Shoot.
Do you remember a Lady Fairchild? Do you remember her? Does that name ring a bell at all?
Why does it sound so familiar?
Because it is. Because if you ever watched Mr. Rogers, you would have seen her. I don't know, but do you remember
Is that
her?
the blonde-headed puppet lady?
She's ugly as shit. First of all, she's ugly as... She has, she kind of looks like she's either been drinking for a really long time or what, I don't know. I don't know, but she's ugly, and my sister has it out for that bitch. That's not even a joke. Do you know every time I talk to her, I hear this name brought up? Because, and I'll explain to you why. She knows somebody. She has someone in her life who looks like this bitch and is trying to get into everybody's business. You know, that kind of person who wants to manage everything.
But
they gotta manage everything.
They do it first. They bring like some cookies and shit over, and they try.
Yeah.
They're real smooth.
Oh no, yeah.
But really, their full intentions are, we're gonna take this bitch over.
That's exactly what it. This is what this lady does. I know her. I've met her before.
And next thing you know, she's
several times.
remodeling your fucking house.
Yeah. So she's just like.
You're better than that, Kendra.
like she said, this lady brings over things unsolicited. Just this shit is so uncalled for, but she just shows up bearing gifts, and then she wants to get in everybody's business. And then for some reason she thinks everybody's out to get her. This chick thinks everybody's. They are.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
maybe
fuck
you
that
should
bitch.
get out of people's business.
Fuck her.
Gosh.
We're gonna destroy this bitch, you know. Get
Later-
her out of town, run her out.
We're gonna look up a picture of her. The
Oh,
Lady
no.
Fairchild.
I gotta get a picture of it. We can do so many things with a picture.
Yeah, it's bad. We can't give names. We're not giving
Oh,
names.
but you're gonna get pictures if you're following us around.
Yeah.
'Cause you give me a picture of that bitch, I'm gonna put beaters on her and everything. Who knows what?
It's really bad. You know, and I
I
just
gotta see
wondered
this bitch.
if you remembered. But the thing I liked about Mr. Rogers is that shit was real. He brought up some real concepts in that show.
Man, Mr. Rogers was the shit.
I know, yeah. They say a lot of things about him. They say so much stuff.
My neighbor.
Some of them little puppets scared the shit out of me.
But Lady Fairchild's one of them, because she's ugly. She's really ugly, and her attitude's ugly. But the thing is, you know, remember when there was like they had the little classroom skit, and it's the one boy. He's sitting there at his desk. It's during school hours. And he says that his parents got divorced, and then he said, it's all my fault.
So fucking dark.
Yeah, he said, it's all my fault.
Yeah.
And he hid his face away on his desk. He just collapsed.
But the guidance he got was even creepier.
Yeah, it
It
was.
was like so hardcore.
It
Like, this is what
was
happens
like-
when this is what happens
Yeah.
when you fall in love and decide that you don't like each other no more.
Right.
You leave and now nobody's gonna love you.
Nobody's-
And then you're like, what?
And then, Timmy, what you do is you stab your mother in her sleep. It's like one of those things. Like, yeah, it's what it.
I was like, why are you telling that boy that? But it was so hardcore.
That was profound for a children's show. That they bring that up.
You're like, yeah, you're gonna be alone in the world for the rest
But-
of your life, but you'll learn to do okay.
But
maybe.
you know, that is actually a really good question, you know, for a child to have. If your parents get divorced, is it my fault?
Oh, and they laid it on
So
thick.
yeah.
That kid is out there crying, and they said, and now what's gonna happen?
Oh.
Is you gonna go out there alone? He was like, what?
And then, you know what's even sad? What's even more sad? And I hate to say this to you, and nobody's gonna tell you this. No one is ever gonna tell you this. Sometimes your parents do break up because of you, because they don't know how to take care of you. They don't know how to be a good parent. They don't, or you know what I mean?
And it's like, oh shit, this was a mistake.
But like now, should you walk around having guilt about this your whole life? No. It's just that your parents don't know how.
Thing to do. I'm
Yeah.
like, you're fucked.
They're
You're
just-
gonna be living at grandma's house. For
They're
a
just
long
not
time.
good parents. Sometimes you just have shit parents. You know.
Otherwise, we're probably gonna kill each other.
So yeah, one of them.
We're just gonna go ahead and nip it
Or
in the
remember
bud,
what
man.
comedian Chris Porter said? Remember, he's like, well, one of us needs to calm down because it was about the pickles and everything. About his girlfriend didn't like the pickles, and he's like, yeah, he's like, I
One of
don't
us
want
needs
it
to
on my
calm the fuck
sandwich.
down.
He says, I don't want it adjacent to my sandwich. Sandwich is what he called it, sandwich. Yeah. Yeah. People gotta calm down.
Damn it. I've been looking through the news and I'm so sick of reading the
It's
fucking
annoying.
news.
Isn't it just
I don't even
annoying?
want to look at it for a little while.
So stupid.
It's just aliens and celebrity butt fucking garbage.
It's awful.
It's the same shit.
Right.
So,
But you know what? So you know what I want to
I didn't
suggest
have
though?
that many items of interest other than the news fucking
You know
suck.
what I can suggest to you though is this. Pick an area, especially like a small town in America somewhere, and look up news specifically for that town, local news. Look up local news items. That shit's hilarious. It's entertaining. It never ends. That's how you get stories about a kid who's like eating meth and he crashed his car
Like
into
when they was eating
police
the fucking
vehicles.
Tide
Yeah.
Pods and shit, and you
Yeah.
got that one story about a kid, and it's a tragic story about. I was like, that's fucking hilarious.
This
The way
kid-
he was eating the fucking. He didn't know he was gonna die.
Remember the
and then-
kid at Simpsonville? He crashed. He got in a car. He crashed it like he was running away, but he crashed it into a police vehicle. He backed up, crashed it into another police vehicle.
But then he stole 2 cop cars.
Drove off right, and then he crashed it into another fucking vehicle. Like, how fucked up do you gotta be to crash it 3 times? 3 times. I mean, that,
You know, I can't say nothing.
and, yeah.
Back in the day, that would probably have been me. Ask my mother, she'd
Yeah.
tell you, like, there was a good chance that would have been something I would have done.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know,
and-
I mean, the wild shit, it just happened so fast.
Right, and I don't know if they ever found him. I don't know if they ever found that kid.
Not.
Yeah.
I hope not.
I know.
he's
I hope he
running.
just got
I hope he's somewhere laughing about it right now.
Yeah.
Remember that time?
Remember that time?
Yeah, man. And you got away, I know. Don't tell nobody, though.
Yeah.
Like, remember that time, dude, when I hit those 3 cop cars and I ran to your mom's house and hid in the bathroom for 3 days?
Mhm.
That was funny, right?
Oh my God. And I just wanted to say another thing. And you probably felt like you didn't get any support that day, but the day you were sitting there for probably more than 3 hours, it was mostly half the day, you sat there and you went over the big booty chick lyrics, remember? I wanted to say I'm proud of you, because that's the kind of thing I would have done. I would have sat there for half a day
I put the work in.
trying to really just...
I put the
right?
work in that day.
Yeah, like, just try
That's
to...
what I hate being hurt, because that's what we were doing on the weekends. Dude.
Yeah.
I fucking hit it hard. I hit the books hard, right? Because
Yeah, you're trying to
got
memorize
this much
it.
free time to work with.
Right.
This fuck,
And so
my
you're trying-
life fucking sucks during the week.
Oh.
So, I really would go hard. Now I'm in so much pain still, which I'm better.
Yeah.
But that's how, we crawling on the floor. I'm down there right. I'm like, then I'm gonna put this in the here and the
Do you
here
think-
and the.
Do you think
And now
that...
I'm just like, fuck!
Mr. Looking back on what you just said to me, do you think this is that kid's story in Mr. Rogers after his parents got divorced? This is what he's doing now? He's studying a song about a big booty chick. His life sucks at work. It's like one of those things. Is that...
I hope so. I hope he's doing
Yeah,
alright.
I
And
really
not
do.
hanging by a fucking noose or something.
Oh my God, no. No.
Hanging in a toilet.
But I just wanted you to know that I was very proud of you, that you really dedicated a lot of time to mastering that song. You really did. Nobody understands this. It goes unsaid.
I worked on it for like
Yeah.
3 hours, breaking it down, like I'm gonna change this word, and it's gonna go pop, 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 bang. And I was over there working on it, man.
Oh my
I
God.
was just looking at it earlier, and I was laughing. I was like, oh yeah, I remember that day.
Remember when we used to watch Good Times? And,
Oh yeah, man,
and
those are the days.
you know what I loved is Dave Chappelle brought up this point during his show, that nobody knew what that one lyric was in Good Times. Remember? And we thought it was hanging in a toilet.
Yeah.
It's not hanging in a
Yeah,
toilet.
I thought it was hanging
It's
in the
actually-
toilet. I thought it was a lyric about somebody who committed suicide.
It's more like it was hanging in a chow line. A chow
Yeah,
line, if you know
that makes sense.
what a chow line is. That's where you go to get food. Folks, that's where you go to get your meal. It's a chow line.
It's a shallow.
But a lot of you are white and privileged. You don't know what that is. But anyway, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
In school,
Right. Yeah, you remember it. Anyway, we thought it was hanging in a toilet for the
Yeah, I
longest
thought it
time.
was hanging in the toilet, and nobody thought it was that.
And you
I thought it meant somebody hung themselves.
yeah,
in
you're
the
like, oh,
bathroom.
okay, this is a reference to suicide.
For
Yeah, you're
for
like-
my whole life, was
I like
oh,
this
it's
show
hanging in
even.
a chow line.
I like this show even more.
Yeah, I was
It's
like,
like,
man,
yeah,
that's a dark lyric you got in there, man.
Yeah.
Who's gonna end up hanging
It's
himself in the
re-
bathroom before
really,
this season's up? You know?
really dark. But
I thought it. I was like waiting to see who was. I thought the father was gonna hang himself.
oh
because he
man,
gets
I
so-
felt
he
bad
gets-
for
he gets-
him.
Dude, every day is just fucking.
I felt so bad for
Dude,
him.
man.
God.
Well, you don't want to piss him off.
Yeah. And then like he
Damn.
died, and then Mama was left. And then didn't even Mama die? Didn't even Mama die too? Like, they
I
all,
think that's how it ends up.
yeah.
Kinda.
But let me tell you,
But-
just like Mr. Rogers, Good Times was real.
Dude,
That shit
so
was
good.
real.
And the Jeffersons.
Yeah.
Those are
Oh
two
yeah.
really
Yeah. I
great
remember
shows
that
ever.
too. But that was real. In one of the most profound episodes of Good Times, I have to say, hands down, is the one where the boy comes home with the
Black
propaganda,
Panther shit, hell yeah.
the pamphlet,
Yeah,
and he was just curious. I mean, it was just something that he happened upon, and he read it, and he got really curious about it.
FBI came around.
But he wanted to write a paper about it, which you think, in theory, is okay. Which you think that's fine. But no, apparently the FBI got involved over that, and they're like, what are you talking about? Propaganda what?
Propaganda what?
Which is funny because, folks,
What? Propaganda?
the word propaganda is in our title for our podcast, but you know there's no goddamn propaganda. This is
you gotta comb through the
right. There's no.
fakeness to get the seeds out.
Oh yeah, like this guy.
Yeah, you gotta,
like he's really
you gotta
hiding
really
something.
go through it with a fine tooth comb.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
this
man.
this green bastard is really
Yeah.
hiding something.
See, I told you the
at
aliens
him.
were here and they wouldn't listen to me.
Yeah, you know, he's just bad. But you know, folks, we're decent. You know,
Half decent.
we have eccentric ideas, but
Okay.
we're
We
decent.
try to be so decent.
We do. We really do. You know.
I just gotta get one of them BBW trucks and I'm gonna
And
fit in just
And then
fine.
just fire guns in the backyard.
Fire fucking guns in the
Fire guns in the
background
backyard.
until the sheriff shows up
Right, which I don't want
and
to.
asks you where you shooting guns and there's a porch full of bullet shells everywhere and you go,
I don't want to give.
what time again did you say this happened?
That actually happened, folks. That's real.
I was like, your time doesn't match with my time. But I was, but what time did you say this happened? Around 2 o'clock. I was like, I'm pretty sure I was drunk and passed out by then. So
Folks,
it
that's-
could not have been me.
That's real. That's really real.
But you know, I'll keep an eye out. But I'm looking at there's so many shells on the porch and it's crunching.
Yeah, that was real.
I'm like, that time frame doesn't match with mine. You know, it just didn't match.
And I don't want to give away any names, but I told our buddy, I said, you know, you need to come on down whenever you get a chance. I said, you can fire guns in the backyard. I said,
You sure can,
but, you know,
in this direction.
in that direction.
Yeah, not in
I said the
that
back.
direction.
Honey, I said the backyard. That is the backyard. Gosh. Remember when we had the backyard barbecue and it was in the front yard? It was actually in the front yard.
And they just start driving by just because they're so nosy.
Yeah.
And this shit is going on with this fucking.
What is
It's
that?
loud.
What's that thing on the floor? What is
Scaring
that?
me. What are you talking about?
It's underneath your little bench.
What, this little thing?
Now what the hell is that?
Oh, that's supposed to go to this thing, but I don't know.
Let me show. Let's look at that.
I don't know what it is.
Is that?
It's supposed to go on. I guess that's his little goober.
You know what it looks like? It looks like
He has a detachable penis.
it looks like an STD. What is that?
It goes. Man, I don't know. I ain't no
Okay,
child.
yeah,
I don't
okay.
know how this shit works.
Okay. Yeah.
This is penis.
In his head?
Hey, man, he's from another world.
He gives a whole new meaning to given head.
Yeah. There you go. Root around a little.
That's scary.
And it's detachable.
It's yeah, I bet it is.
Mhm.
I bet
I
it is.
bet it
I
is.
bet it
You gotta
is.
take it out to wash that doo-doo butter off every now and
Do
then.
you want to do the game?
We have the game.
Yeah, we do. We actually do have a game. I wrote it up.
This is my favorite part. You admit.
Okay, it's at the top.
Okay. Stapler.
So,
That's how high budget we are.
So
We got
yeah.
staplers now.
okay,
I mean, and thermometers? Are you fucking kidding me? Thermometers.
really scary.
It's next level shit, basically.
Okay.
Ooh.
So, here we go.
Okay. Here we go.
These allergies are bad. Okay.
Yeah,
So, this is titled Items of Mystery. So, pick a number between 1 through 4 and you'll get an item. You have an item.
I picked 4.
A pocket watch. Okay.
Mm.
It's what it says here is perhaps you seem nostalgic with this watch in your possession. No one quite understands your attachment to the damn thing, but it's very old. Okay. So you're carrying around a pocket watch. What it means for you. You picked 4. It says you may still be atoning for past mistakes, but this time you seek to make peace with those mistakes, letting your past shape your future in a positive, constructive way. That's good. That's actually a good thing. It's a good thing because sometimes if you dig into your past, it can destroy the present and the future. But if you find a way to let your past construct your future in a positive way, people don't think about that. A lot of times when we linger on the past, it's some kind of trauma, some kind of pain, some kind of thing that we can't let go of, but this sounds good. This sounds good for you.
Yeah.
Now this part gets a little mysterious.
Oh,
Because this is called Items of Mystery. Who you meet in Dreamland. So after you have this item, you meet somebody in the dream world. Alright. So you have to pick a number between 1 through 4.
2.
Alright, you meet an elderly man of about 90 years of age. He presents you with a pipe and is seemingly amused at the sight of you, signifying your need for a humble outlook. So that's why you met him, apparently, in the Dreamland.
Dreamland.
Now, would you like to know if you picked these other answers which you would have had? You don't think I'm wasting time or anything?
No,
Okay.
I love the game.
Okay, so if you picked 1, you got a snowman paperweight. It was given to you, but you don't really care for it that much. You think it's kind of stupid. And if you, let's see, if you went with number 1 and you got the snowman paperweight, it says, when you were a child, you hid away something very special in the backyard. This snowman paperweight represents what you hid away when you were so young and innocent. Okay. And if you picked number 2, which is the dagger, it says, you know it's more than likely for sacrificial purposes, but it speaks to you in a profound way. Okay. And if you went with the dagger, it says you've spent many years wondering why you threw yourself into so much danger. Risky situations have had a pull on you all your life, but they were often ruinous because you were risking your life for all the wrong reasons. Some people do that. And if you picked 3, you got the Tree of Life pendant. Something about it seems to resonate with you. It's rather calming, but you're rarely ever calm. But you like it, okay. And if you went with that, the 3rd one Someone in your life used to have a way with putting you at ease, but now you're on your own and have struggled to center yourself when in stressful situations. So you could have picked any of those. And do you want to know who you could have possibly met in Dreamland, other than the old man?
Yes.
If you picked one, you meet a girl of about 6 years of age in the white morning light, signifying your lost innocence. She gives you a willow tree leaf, which often pertains to emotion. The willow tree is associated with emotions. And if you went with 3, you meet a girl of about 19 years of age who is pragmatic and astute. She holds your hand and smiles, signifying your need to trust those who mean well, even in the fear of becoming a fool. Interesting. And the last one, if you picked 4, you meet a man of about 35 years of age who is physically worn down, but he cuts a powerful figure. He hands you a gun and stares square into your eyes before looking out at the docks, signifying a need to keep your guard up at all times, because you are too self-assured and haughty in critical moments.
Who are these people?
They could be dead people. That's a good question, but they're all in Dreamland. These are people you could have met.
Dreamland.
It gets weird.
It gets weird
It
in
gets really
Dreamland.
weird. And do you want the extended game?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely,
Alright.
I do. You know I fucking do.
So this is different. It's called picking the right numbers. I have here a list of numbers that I wrote down. You get 4 tries. 4 tries to guess any of these numbers, and you get a lucky item. So try number 1.
7.
Nope. Try number 2.
37.
Nope. Try number 3.
4.
Nope. Last try.
44.
Nope. There was a 42. There was a 42. There was a 16, an 11, a 42, an 83, a 75, an 81, a 3, an 8, a 21, and a 30. So, if you had guessed any of those, you want me to just go down the list of what you could have gotten?
Yeah. Why not?
All right. So if
Let's
you
go. I can live in Dreamland.
if
where I
you
won all
guessed
these.
if you guessed at least one of these correctly, you get a 4-leaf clover as your lucky item. And if you guessed 2 of these, any of these numbers correctly, you got a guitar. If you guessed 3 of any of these numbers correctly, you get a baseball bat. And if you guessed 4 of any of these numbers correctly, if you somehow got one right on every single try, you get a blanket. So there you go.
A blanket.
A blanket.
Wow.
Probably a shiny blanket. Probably satin. Yeah, definitely.
Where
So-
are you gonna get a fucking guitar at?
Where you gonna get a guitar at? It's a lucky item. It's an award.
Yeah, but if I win a award, I want it.
I want it. But this is just a game. We don't actually have them.
It's
We don't
Dreamland.
actually-
I forgot it's Dreamland.
Yeah, it's fucking
Okay.
Dreamland.
Fuck! I get it so confused sometimes.
Yeah, you do.
Fuck.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. We're in Dreamland.
All
And
right.
speaking of which, would you
Okay.
like me to give you a little tasty tune real quick?
Yeah, this is hot. This sounds really
I'm just
hot.
gonna give you a little tasty tune.
This
Picked
is,
up a harmonica at the dollar store.
David Graham. That is really hot.
Woo! On fire!
It's really
It's
hot.
on fire, everybody! That was my tasty lick called Don't Leave Me Now and Bring Back the Mayonnaise.
And all the women creamed their pants.
Woo! Damn, what a rush.
Yeah, all the women creamed their
Oh.
pants after that.
Yeah, man, I've been working on some things. You know?
Oh my god. I love it.
Ow!
That is hot. That's really hot.
God almighty.
Oh my god.
What do you got?
What do I got? So, this says, what if we lived in different modes? Like you have a certain mode that you go into. Okay, this is a funny idea. I'm not saying it's true, so don't hold me to this. Don't burn me later because you think I believe in this. It's just an idea. So what if we lived in different modes? It says, maybe we can live interchangeably many different lives at once. Did you ever think of that? Maybe you are living different lives and you're...
Yeah, I think about it all the time.
Okay.
To be
So
honest
it
with
says, how do we know we're not already living different lives? What if different aspects of the self interact through different modes and they bounce off one another? So I have an example. I don't know if it's a very good example, but say I am somewhere shooting up heroin in the 70s right now. This is just an example. But here I'm sparking a confrontation which leads to an adrenaline rush. So I'm essentially getting high in two different places in two different times. Interesting. May not be the best example, but we
Sounds
go in.
crazy.
Isn't that weird though? Like I think at times we can go into certain modes.
That sounds fascinating. I'd like to.
Yeah. I don't know. This is kind of a mind-bending topic.
I mean, I don't mean I want to be shooting heroin in the 70s.
No.
I'm not
Well,
saying,
no, right.
that's not what I'm saying.
But here you're not. In this time you're not. Here you're you're just you're getting high for something different, but it's not so destructive. Another example would be in 1899. So it's just a random year. I have a puppy that I'm currently snuggling. But here in 2021, I'm having a similar warm and fuzzy moment. Perhaps I'm holding my own baby. So you're experiencing the same warm, fuzzy vibe.
Slight shift.
It's just right. I mean, I've thought of this. I think of these things, and people think it's retarded. They're like,
Who are
"What?"
these people you talk to?
No, people just think this is retarded.
Who
If
are
you bring
these
it up to them,
people?
well, here's what I would say. Go online right now and start talking about this shit. It
I
gets
don't, because I
hairy.
don't want to talk to those
It gets
people.
hairy. Yes, you do. You go on there every weekend.
I do, but I want to have fun.
Yeah, but you go on there every weekend and you do video
But
calls.
I'm having fun.
Yeah.
And I think it's hilarious.
What do you mean, who are these people? You
Who
act
are
like
these
you're the
people?
only person in the world. You act like you're the only
I'm just
person.
cruising. I'm
the
just
world.
cruising through the world. Just,
Yeah, so am I.
Trying to make $1 here
So
too.
am I.
But these people.
If you want to talk about any of this,
Nobody gives me any trouble ever.
yeah, they do.
No, they don't. And when they do, I probably deserve to lash it at, and I think that's even funnier. But it really.
Well,
nobody
trouble
gives me
to
any
you
trouble.
is different as opposed to trouble to me.
Mm.
Okay? I want to talk about this, but if I run into somebody who doesn't have anything to offer, who doesn't really have much to say about it, that's trouble to me. It's troublesome to me because I don't get to have an interesting conversation.
I try to find out
about
what
it.
they do like,
Right?
and then I try to get through to them to what they like, and
Right.
then I slowly maneuver it into what I wanted to say. That's getting to know somebody.
I've
though.
done that. Yeah, I do that.
No, you gotta, get to know them
Right.
a little bit before you just
But
start
mister, this is
fucking
really,
dropping
yeah.
some heavy shit
But
on
it-
them because
right.
people just got shit going on all over the goddamn place.
Yeah, but if I want to talk about how we live
That's
in different
horrible. I'm
modes,
starting to try to watch my language now because I say I gotta talk language.
maybe somebody out there, did you ever stop and think that you could be talking to somebody who thinks you're retarded?
Oh,
But
yeah,
they're not saying anything?
I get called stupid, faggot,
So-
everything, every day,
so
and
that's-
I don't give a
Yeah.
fuck
Right.
at all.
Yeah. It's not going to give you any good conversation, though, but, yeah.
I'm just like, well, I guess, I'm just like,
It is what it is.
I'm going to the house, I guess. Alright, I just say I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But Lord have mercy.
You're
Jesus.
silly. You're very silly.
I love it.
Yeah.
I just gotta
I
dip my
guess.
toes in and get the temperature of the water before I dive in, though. You know. After that, I'm pretty good. You like my harmonica piece?
Yeah. Do you
Great.
like how I actually talk to people unbeknownst to you? That
Oh,
you,
yeah.
you don't know that I actually have people in my life? That's really,
Everybody's gotta
Yeah.
have something.
but it's all about David. He's the only one who exists. I'm just kidding.
Nah, it's not.
I'm just
I
kidding.
sit
no.
alone and talk to myself.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I've done that too, but I would
that's a whole life.
rather talk to somebody. But anyway, it's cool. But no, I've done that. Especially when I was younger.
You look nice.
Yeah,
today.
okay. Thank you. No, you do too. I actually like that shirt. That's a nice blue. That's a
I
nice
learned my
deep
running
blue.
ass nose.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it.
We're on toilet paper
Shows
alert,
up well.
though. Everyone, we're on toilet paper alert. At the first sign of dawn, there's going to be a toilet paper run going on.
Right. So,
Because, Lord, please don't let me run out of toilet paper.
right.
When I was laid up, and I hated that feeling. The feeling like you just got shit on you and you can't get clean.
That's bad.
I know, man. I'm on the bounce back, though.
Really bad.
So, mission first thing. After this here Diddy stuff. Toilet paper run!
That's the other thing I don't understand, and I thought I'd bring this to your attention. I've had about, I can count probably 7 or 8 people. 7 or 8 people who said, you know what they called me?
What they call
And it wasn't a bitch either. You know what they called me? You know what they called me?
Muffin?
No, an angel. Do you know I've had
An
8
angel.
fucking people. That's 8 people. Call me that.
You are an angel, you know.
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Angel.
Yeah. And I really
Get with
had.
the program, Captain.
Yeah, and one of them was black, and he had a big dick, I think. I don't know, I've never seen it, but I can just guess that he had a big dick. And
What?
he called me a beautiful angel, he did.
Wow.
He really did.
He knows what he's
Yeah.
talking about then.
Yeah. He was very nice. Very nice.
Very nice.
Yeah. And he asked a question. He wanted to know, what have I learned from marriage? And so I gave my ideas on what I
That's
learned
smooth.
from marriage.
I like what he's doing there.
Right, but the thing is,
Man,
I
that brother's
do too.
smooth.
I do too.
Oh man, I
Yeah,
love
well,
it.
yeah, that's because he's black and he's
But
smart.
no, romantic
But the thing
all the way
is-
to the end.
yeah, but I
man,
gave
what do
my
you think
thoughts-
what do you think about marriage now that you're
No,
in one?
what did you learn?
What?
Yeah, what did you learn from marriage? Right?
Are you
So
asking?
what? No, he was asking me. He was asking everybody.
Hey, that's cool.
He's asking, oh, what
I
did you
know.
learn?
I
What
know,
did
man,
you learn
he's
from
trying to
that?
Find out.
So what I said I learned is that the thing about marriage is that you're supposed to grow together. So you should be learning all the time from each other, all the time. But every marriage has growing pains. You know how they say you have growing pains? Now every marriage has that. Like you said, if it doesn't hurt sometimes, it's not real love. It's just not real, you know. Love does hurt.
Hell yeah. Hurts like
Yeah.
a motherfucker.
So that's what I said. That's what I've learned, and that's true. That's very true. You know, and I'm sure there's many days, you know, you've wanted to just throw me out the door. There's many days.
No.
And you're like, get out of here.
What are you talking about?
I'm sick and tired of you teasing me. And you just throw me out the door.
No.
I'm just kidding, but we stick together.
I
really do.
buy you a bus ticket.
Yeah, no you didn't. No you didn't. No. You know who really wants me out the door? Guess. Don't look at the sloth. Don't look at the sloth.
It's not the sloth.
Don't look at the sloth.
Is it a sloth?
No. I got a
With the P. Diddy
letter.
hat?
I got a letter in the mail, and you know who it was from?
Who?
Your mama.
What did it say?
She wants you back.
Are you fucking
She
with
wants
me?
you back. No,
What
I'm just
the
kidding.
fuck? Get this letter. I want to see this motherfucking letter right now. What the fuck?
No,
Are you serious?
I'm just kidding. No. But
Don't you ever scare me
I'd
like
like
that
to
again.
think somewhere I either scared her or made her laugh. I'd like to think I at least made her giggle.
What the fuck is this shit you talking about? These letters.
I think I at least made her giggle though.
What are these? I want to know about the letters.
No, there's no letter. There's no letter. It was a joke. It was a joke.
Come on, you though, man.
Yeah, I got my
don't
eye.
trust
I
you
got my
ladies.
eye on you too.
When
Yes,
you,
you
get together
do.
like that and start whispering in
We
each other's
didn't.
ears like, hey, ain't nothing going on, but
We
there's something
didn't.
going on and you ain't telling nobody. But
We-
then I'm gonna wonder when my shit starts getting missing.
We didn't. It was a joke.
All right.
Nothing like that ever happened. It was a joke.
All right. All
Gosh.
right.
You're
I
silly.
hear what you're saying. I do.
You don't trust
But you
me?
too big and a little talky lately.
No, we haven't. Are you saying you don't trust me anymore,
Nah,
mister?
I'm just fucking with
Yeah, I'm fucking with you too. I am too. And you know who else is fucking with you?
you.
This guy.
Oh, I was
That
gonna
guy?
say God, but alright.
Look at him. Look at his smile. I don't trust that.
Who, this guy?
Yeah. I don't trust that.
I don't trust that.
Why did you do that? Why did you do that
He
to
didn't
him?
feel anything. He didn't feel anything. It's okay, it's over. He didn't feel a thing, I swear.
Why'd you do that
That's
to
why I
him?
brought him over here. He's not meant for this world.
Okay, you know.
Look, he didn't feel
Okay,
a thing.
yeah. Okay.
Look,
We're really
I
at
didn't want to have
43.
to do it
We're at-
on camera,
okay.
but he,
Yeah, we're at-
I noticed he was starting to get a little nappy, and that's when I had to go.
Honey, we're at 43.
Okay, man.
22, okay?
It's been great.
Yeah, it's been
It's
great.
been a rough
Yeah, it's
week.
really been great.
I love it. I love you. And I guess I'm gonna try to slam one down. I guess then.
I love what we're doing here. I love you. I don't know why you stabbed him. Okay. David Graham, as soon as he gets his shit together. David Graham. Tune in next week.
Tune in next week,
Bitches.
bitches!